If you spend enough time on the internet, you're bound to come across some rather dark and disturbing content at some point or another. Today, we're going to be taking a look at 5 dark and disturbing social media posts from around the web. As always, viewer discretion is advised. I'm sure we have all came across someone online who claims to enjoy twisted things like animal abuse and other types of shocking videos. Here we have a post from a Reddit user who explains how he enjoys listening to a CD of violent deaths. The original poster just describes it as 74 minutes of death rattles, 911 calls, people dying, screaming, crying, and being burned alive. Of course, it's quite easy to write these types off as attention seekers trying to be edgy. The only reason we don't believe it when it's in front of us is because we're more used to seeing it on the news. I'm sure you're already familiar with the issue of Craigslist killers. Since its birth, there have been dozens of murders carried out using Craigslist, and unfortunately, they still continue to happen to this day. In January of 2016, this disturbing message was posted to the site, with the subject line simply reading, "Tulsa. Here the original poster thanks the city for allowing him or her their first kill." The original poster also states that it was stranger on stranger, making it difficult for police to investigate. No bodies were found and no arrests were made, so perhaps this was just an alarming post. What do you think? On September 30th, 2015, this post made its way onto 4chan, warning anyone simply living in the Northwest not to attend school the next day. Posts like this are, of course, not exactly uncommon on the internet, so naturally, people didn't really think much of it. Sure enough, the next day, 26-year-old Christopher Harper Mercer opened fire at a community college in Roseburg, Oregon, killing 9 people in the process. Mercer himself was also killed that day during a shootout with the authorities, and because of this, there is no way to tell for sure if he was actually the one responsible for the post, but that doesn't really make it any less disturbing. Just about everyone in the world uses Facebook now. It's a safe space for many where they don't have to worry about seeing what they don't want to see. Sadly, this was not the case in this story. 2 years ago in the Philippines, photographs of a young girl's mutilated corpse were posted onto Facebook by her father, Mark Alvin. Mark was suffering from a strange relationship with his wife, who moved away to Canada and refused to return. Following an argument the couple had, Mark decided to take his anger out on their 7-year-old daughter, Angel, and posted proof of what he had done onto Facebook for his wife to see. It's said that there was even a video accompanying the gruesome photos, which thankfully have all been removed from the site. Mark Alvin was later taken into custody and claims that he does not recall his actions from that night. This story has had quite the reputation online, so it is very possible that you may have already heard about it, but I wanted to talk about it anyway, for anyone who hasn't. Back in 2007, an anonymous user posted an image of a young lady onto 4chan. The post read, "If anyone can correctly guess their own post number, I'll tell you where she's buried." Guessing games like this aren't uncommon on this site, so people tested their luck until someone finally guessed the right number. The original poster then gave a set of coordinates in return, and shortly after, news reports of the recently discovered body of 18-year-old Emily Sanders started to appear. It's actually unclear whether or not this is true because of the proximity of the post and the news articles. Despite this, many still debate that the post was made hours before the body was actually discovered.